What's going on, guys? It's Curtis Mack, podcast with Curtis Mack. Thanks for joining us. I have a special guest, Bessas, in the building. What's going on, Bessas?
What's going on, Curtis?
He's
How you
not just a
doing?
guest today. He's actually a co-host, and we're going to be talking about a few things: NFL, 6ix9ine, digital commerce, and what's
A little bit of the vape crisis, they're calling it
I
now.
think so. You see, you see it everywhere. So let's get into the first topic, Bessas. NFL. What's going on there?
I mean, the New York teams are falling apart a little
Well,
bit
you saw
right in
that
front of our eyes.
New
And
York-
let's just get it out of the way. I'm a Cowboys fan, so
Yeah.
I will be a little biased on my New York team's sports talk, at least for the Giants.
I wonder what
Fuck the
everybody
Giants.
thinks about,
Excuse me.
the Giants benching Eli Manning and putting the replacement. Who was the replacement?
Daniel Jones, and he's a
And-
rookie this year. And
Yep.
I mean, I don't know a lot of information about him, but I know that he was not drafted. You know,
In my
he was
opinion-
not supposed to be a very big draft pick, and a lot of people were disappointed about him being
Yeah.
drafted.
Yeah.
And now everyone's all gung ho, like he's gonna save us. Like,
About time Eli took a seat.
Eli has been washed for a long time.
All right, so I know they also have a few new rules too. Like you can challenge a pass interference on the offense
Yeah.
and defense.
So basically, there was a play last year in the NFC Championship game
Yeah.
that everyone outraged about,
With
and
the
they're
Saints, right?
The Saints, yeah. So they were outraged that the play changed the course of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So like a penalty shouldn't change the
The outcome
of
of
the game. Yeah.
Yeah, and they could have challenged it, but they weren't able to.
They weren't
so.
able to, so then they added challenges this year, and now everybody's mad about that too. So it's like
Wow.
you really can't win, but also it's slowing down the game, and it's kind of annoying. Just for me, like I'm
Yeah.
like not used to. I don't know. I'm like, what the heck are they doing? Like, why are they doing this? It's slowing
Well,
down
speaking
the game.
of on the road to the Super Bowl, I predict Eagles are going to take
We're
it
doing
this year.
predictions already.
I mean,
All right.
yeah, because you're saying
Well,
the penalty
you
happened
already-
because this team was on their way to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah,
and,
on his
and-
way, and a penalty
Yeah,
influenced that.
yeah.
Like,
So let's take the next step.
Dang.
Super Bowl 2019, is it?
dude,
Fly, birds, fly.
Obviously, I'm going to say the Cowboys. I mean, we all know that the AFC is going to be the Patriots, right? Can we agree on that? Those guys just never. Who else in the AFC can even compete with them?
True. You dropping any other facts on NFL, or what do we got going on?
Now the new rule and just basically Eli Manning,
Yeah.
shit in the bed and
Yeah.
getting kicked off the team.
I
finally.
will add something. So I'm an
Maybe
Eagles
he'll-
fan.
oh, go
I'm an
ahead.
Eagles fan. So we got Wentz in the cut, which is awesome, and we have Jackson back, right? So
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, so
I
that's
forgot
a
about
good
that.
team. So Foles left, and he went to I think the Redskins, and then broke his clavicle. So good one. So
The guy won you a Super Bowl,
yeah,
bro.
I know, but yeah, why did you leave? You should have stayed.
He should have stayed.
Okay, so thank
Best
you for the
backup.
Super Bowl, but why'd you leave?
Yeah, you were the
karma.
best backup.
So anyway, so next,
Moving forward.
So that's like a 6ix9ine move. That's definitely a Foles pulled a 6ix9ine
He
move.
did.
He
He
just,
switched
karma
sides.
got him.
He
so
switched sides.
Yeah, and karma gets you. So I mean, karma got 6ix9ine at one point, I think, right? He
was
got
fucking
arrested.
yapping,
I think
yapping.
he got arrested in like
It was
November.
November 19th. I think.
18th he got arrested, and then
Oh, okay.
supposedly on the 19th he started snitching.
Day after, started.
That's last year, I guess. So what is that? 29 this
Yeah.
year, but
Bro, he blew up, and he
2018?
he blew up, and then he stayed on top, and then he did. This all fell apart. And,
yeah.
now he's.
There's a list of people he knocked out, right? Or at
Yeah.
least tried
Well, he
to.
was he affiliated them with the 9 Trey Bloods. He said he was, Jim Jones is, Cardi B is, and Trippie Redd and Casanova are part of some kind of different crew.
But they're still affiliated somehow.
Yeah, but just do over. I mean, he really went head over heels with like just spilling the beans on everything, and it's, this is all just
I mean,
this is
I wonder what
public
everybody else
records now.
thinks. Like, what do you guys think? He was hot in the game. He definitely made social media hot. But my feed has been calmed down a little bit since he's been out in the music
Yeah.
game. He was like a modern day DMX
It
mix with
came
like
really
an insane
quick.
clown posse. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, yeah.
With a little bit of 50 Cent,
but none of them. I don't think if they were in this situation would be folding over like
no,
a
you
little
see,
bit.
DMX is
little
a
punk.
thug ass motherfucker.
He's
Like,
back, bro.
yeah.
So Swiss Beats was just on the Breakfast Club talking about
Word.
him and DMX are gonna make a. They're working on something, and it's
Word.
like done already, and it's fire. Well, everyone says their stuff's fire. But
Facts,
We'll see.
facts. I mean, who thought their stuff was fire?
Yeah.
Chase Bank.
Chase Bank.
Chase
Can
Bank.
we get into that?
Can we
Yeah.
please? Because like, They were hot for a little bit. They got the mobile app, they got the mobile banking and all that.
Everyone told me like, "Oh, you don't got Chase," and they made me feel like I needed to switch to Chase. They were like, "Yo, you got Chase, bro," and like they made me feel like, "Yo, I got to get Chase Bank," and then they fled.
Yeah, because
they fled.
Yeah,
wait, do you see Chase Banks anymore? No, they're gone.
I mean, they closed. I'm from Jefferson. You're from Jefferson. They closed. They closed the Oak Ridge branch. They closed the Lake Hopatcong branch.
Yeah.
They kept the Sparta branch open. They kept the Dover branch open. Where do you guys go? Do you go to Sparta or Dover? Or I go to Hackettstown sometimes because that's where I work.
Yeah.
Other than that, most of your banking's done online though. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, your
what
payments,
I understand, and that's what
your
they said.
direct deposit, and So what do you were telling me before that you deposit checks right? Taking a picture.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
right on the phone.
I guess that's where it's going. I mean, we have a friend that does some international wire transfers. He's like, "Oh, I need a bank." Not many people are doing that, so I guess they're not appeasing to that audience. Most people are using their phone.
Yeah, definitely. Most people are using their phone, but also it's just an inconvenience. People are upset. There is upset customers because I've been in the car with people on the way out. Oh, we can't go to Chase. Like,
and even if you go to a PNC ATM, like you know how like kiosks at Quick Check don't charge you a fee.
Yeah, that's nice.
Chase, I guess now charges you. This don't quote me on this, but I heard I haven't seen it yet, but suppose they're going to charge you fees. Charge you fees allegedly for using another ATM other than theirs, even though they're closing down branches left and right in New Jersey.
Yeah,
they're
you
opening
have no
up
local branches
in New York and PA.
And then you want to charge for that's like a free bill. That's a free bill.
You're killing me,
yeah,
Chase.
I mean, another thing is there's no loans available for local businesses.
Yeah, so it's hard enough for local people to get local people or local residents or local business owners to get a loan in general. But now the options are even more limited. We got PNC left, Chase left. The only thing that stood is Lakeland.
Yeah,
Lakeland Bank.
Lakeland, that's an OG.
Yo, comment now if you have Lakeland Bank. I want to see your favorite emoji or something. Because
shout out to Lakeland.
Yeah, big
Lakeland,
old bag of cash or something. Because Lakeland's been or Bank of America too.
Bank of America, that's the one.
I think Superman uses Bank of America because that shit is on point.
Vault.
That's been there forever.
No one messes with that.
Bank of America.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever, man. So
speaking of big bank,
let's talk vaping. There is definitely less people vaping than there is smoking, but you're seeing, statistically, but there's definitely a rapid increase in the people that are vaping.
Absolutely.
And they say vaping isn't a safe alternative, but it is a contemporary alternative to smoking,
Yes.
And people try to use that to quit smoking, right?
Yeah.
But technically, it's not vaping, right? Because vaping is,
would create vapor.
But
it's not. It's not vapor at all.
What is it? They use e-liquids,
It's an e-liquid. So basically, it's aerosol that's heated up by the coil, and you're inhaling chemicals. That's what
propylene glycol.
Propylene glycol. That's
nicotine and flavored stuff and all this other stuff, and even metal bits.
Metal
right?
bits. It said, yeah. There's even been studies of metal bits.
Flying up because you're not actually vaping. You're inhaling an aerosol. Solution.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
So that's the weird thing. That's why when they say vape,
it's not really a vape. It's an aerosol.
That's not a real term,
Yeah,
that's like just us bullshitting.
Because you're humidifying the e-liquid, and it's not good. That's what they're saying. It's not good. Even though smoking cigarettes and drinking and speeding in your car, none of that's good. But they're saying that this is such
not
a rapid,
healthy alternative,
correct,
whatsoever.
No doubt. But they're saying
and they don't know anything about it.
Correct.
Either. Sorry to cut you.
No, it's all good. And there's so many people that it's a drastic. Everyone's having these random or totally crazy health problems from vaping.
Yeah.
People get sick from smoking after 40 years. People are getting sick from vaping after 40 days.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Quick time, yeah.
So
the thing is, there's so much rapid use too. So it was 7 million in 2011 users of vape. I don't know how would you say that.
Yeah.
Then it went to 41 million in 2018.
Wow.
And it's estimated to be at 55 million by 2021.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, and Euromonitor.com. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So according to Euromonitor.com, there's about to be some rapid growth going on.
And you've seen it. If you go out and you do nightlife, like any, I do music. entertainment and
people
whatever.
Vaping.
If people are vaping, no one is. If you're smoking a cigarette,
let us know.
Do
you smoke cigarettes or vape? I mean, you might want to not tell on yourself. It doesn't matter, but if you do, just did you quit smoking? Do you vape now?
Did you start vaping?
Did you start vaping? Did you ever smoke? Yeah.
I want to know how many people vaped without smoking cigarettes before it.
Yeah,
that they just
question.
picked it up. Like they just picked up vaping because that's.
I guess that's what everyone's worried about too, because they say the brain stops developing at 25, right? From that point on, it's you can still take care of your body, but there's your brain's pretty fully developed. There's no more damage you can do if it's done.
What you got? What you got?
They got what you got. So kids are that's what they tried to push, like the drinking age and smoking age at 25, but it's 21 for now.
Yeah.
But kids are getting vaping materials and all that kind of stuff under 21 still, and that's what everyone's so worried about, the kids getting it underage, right?
Yeah.
But kids have been getting stuff underage from the beginning of time.
Since the dawn of time.
But alcohol and tobacco and all that kind of stuff, but yet it hasn't been as harmful as they're saying it is, as rapid. So that's why there's such a huge focus on, this one particular, oh my God, kids aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. They never do. But this particular activity that they're partaking in is pretty deadly, I guess.
Yeah,
a growing kid.
Yeah, for a grown kid.
Because I don't hear anybody complaining about a 27-year-old guy that's vaping, on his off time at work.
They're not really.
No one's complaining about that. They're complaining about the kids that are sucking down three
flavored watermelon.
According to Truth Initiative,
Sour Patch, frickin' Juuls.
Yeah, according to Truth Initiative, you were telling me something about the FDA approved something, right?
Oh, so basically, the FDA approved. Vaping for
oral
ingestion for your stomach. So if you ate it on accident, you'd be all right. They never checked for inhaling it.
So
they never looked into it. They never researched that. They only researched like if you ate it.
Wild.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. And we already established
it's already a booming thing. That's like imagine them telling you right now White Claws. It's almost like reminds me when Fireball was like, remember that crazy thing that happened? I don't know when that was, but
I don't know.
Like a recall on Fireball and they switched it. So it's kind of like that. Like imagine if they said right now like, oh, White Claws, by the way, they got little bits of metal in it, and we never tested them for ingestion. We only tested it for inhaling.
But it's not like the vape companies are doing that. I think it's like it might be other companies such as Big Tobacco, possibly, that's doing this research, that's stirring it up with the news organizations.
Stop playing with their money.
Stop playing with their money. Exactly. Yeah. From an advertising perspective, it's not cigarettes. I don't have to follow the same rules, but I'm not allowed.
That's how you see commercials.
I'm not allowed to say that. It's better than smoking, but I am allowed to say it's an alternative. But it doesn't fall under the alcohol, tobacco, firearms like Act or anything like that, or FCC, because it's an e-cigarette. It's a device.
Yeah, it's a completely different entity. Like they're completely different things. So they have There's no regulations on a lot of it yet. And especially there's like cheap brands of Juul too, right?
Exactly.
People like if you're smoking that. Definitely.
It's like buying a charger for your iPhone from Five Below. Not to knock Five Below, but you're probably gonna burn your iPhone battery out. Like, why doesn't my phone battery last all day? Because you bought a $5 charger.
Why am I coughing my lungs out every morning?
Because Juul pods cost $30, and you bought the ones that are $8. So Juul knows what it's doing. We read we did some research, and they said they're the giants. They have it on lock.
Oh,
just
the
vape game in general.
Vape, of course.
They have the most potent and the most.
They said that it was sending almost double of any of its competition's nicotine into your bloodstream.
Wild.
Yeah. I remember when it first came out, I hit one and it was just like. Whoa! Like now it's a little. They definitely keep upgrading them a little bit, like the mouthpiece, and as far as just the filtration of it, because it has gotten smoother from somebody that never smokes it all the time. Like I smoked it, a couple of times.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Bessas, thanks for coming in the studio today, talking about the NFL, 6ix9ine, digital commerce, and your favorite topic,
vaping.
Yep. And coming in here, repping KDK, getting behind the mic, representing yourself, doing some research before you came in. Thank you for that.
Yeah, of course, man. Well, I wanted to know a little bit about what we were talking about if we're going to talk about it.
Of course, drop some shout-outs if you want.
Yeah, DJ 525, KDK Entertainment, Summer Solstice EP is out now. Go get that. Yep. Other than that.
And you can follow me on any social media platform, Curtis Mack 93, or you could just search Curtis Mack and, something will come up. Peace.
Bessasmusic.com.